fail to see the beauty of being free. Don't forget what you love the most. I just wanna keep you close, so we have to give it one more try before the idiots are taking over. They're caught up in the race of wanting.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Drifting Dreamers 5. I hope everybody has had a wonderful day so far today. Here on the landing, we got some work for you. However, it's going to be a little bit different kind of work. Something you guys are not used to seeing from me, but it's something that I'm really used to doing. Check this out. Well, looky here. What do we got going on? With these tools and instruments, take a second to look at it. Does anybody know what kind of work that could be going on with me today? Give you a second and drop it in the comments. Okay, if you guessed going to do some AC work, you are absolutely right. And I might know a thing or two about doing some AC work. Ain't that right, my queen?
Yep, maybe just a little.
Maybe just a little. And it's going to be a busy, slam-packed, action-filled day because we're also getting ready to do Lyssa's favorite pastime. Hello, dear Serenity.
Hi.
What are we going to do today?
Getting the license plate.
Yep, renewed on the license plate. We are doing that. But what else are we doing? What's that big box beside you?
Oh, Jacob and his stuff.
Laundry. Laundry, Serenity.
Laundry.
That's right. Lyssa's favorite activity.
Yay.
But let's go ahead and load up, guys. We're going to get in the vibe because old Betsy over here has something wrong with her. Something is wrong with the truck again. I guess that's part of being a Ford owner.
Yeah. Neighbor's out bush hogging.
Ooh, check the neighbor out.
The next field over.
Oh, you can't. Okay, so you can't really. Yeah, I can see him a little bit. Neighbor's out bush hogging. Check it out, guys. Got the solar field activated. Getting all that, charging up our portable power banks and stuff. This big old pile is still smoking. Letting some more of this stuff dry out before we get back to the fire pit rolling. But it is still smoking. All right, guys, let's go ahead and load up in the vibe and get our day underway. No more creek. Creek is dried up for now. And may I add that the mailbox is standing still nicely. And we talked to the mail lady. She said it's just the right height. Well, go get him, Tiger. Oh, what do I see here? Cable? Fiber internet? Ooh, some bougie homesteaders. Well, what do we got here? Oh, we got a little puppy pup.
Yeah, 'cause that just looks just like their dog up there.
Hi, puppy. Did you come wandering down from the neighbors? What's going on, Gumby?
Hey, brother.
We're over at Young to Jim's homestead, and today I'm gonna be going in there and checking out the air conditioner on the camper. Now, let's go ahead and put a public service announcement out there. I am definitely more than capable of working on almost any refrigeration unit, anything that has refrigeration. However, I've never worked on a camper system. I know that RV and camper systems are pretty much the same thing as a normal system. There's going to be an evaporator, there's going to be a condenser, a compressor, some fans, some things like that. So we should be able to figure it out. But let's go ahead and dive off in there. I just want to put it out there that this is my first time working on a camper. Let's check it out. Okay guys, you see it behind me, the camper. However, we do have a small issue. You ain't staying cool.
Not cool.
Man, and it is not cool when you're not cool in the summertime. So let's go.
Especially in Arkansas, y'all.
That's right. Let's go ahead in here and see what's happening. All right, all right.
Thermostat's right there, and I got a new thermostat.
Thermostat. Got a thermostat right here. This is an older thermostat. Let's see if we can find some more light. All right, now that we found some light, we're gonna go ahead and turn it on. Gumby, what'd you say? It's just not doing anything, right?
Nothing, yeah.
All right, so we're gonna look up here. This is gonna be the air handler unit, or what's gonna be called the air handler unit. This is gonna be where the blower motor control, the evaporator coil, and all that good stuff is up in here. Let's go ahead and turn it on and see what's happening. So we are on cool. Let's just go ahead and turn her on down.
Ain't nothing.
Nothing's happening. All right, let's
Turn the fan on, nothing.
let's go ahead and look at the breaker panel.
Break.
All right, we will set this up.
Yeah, furnace right there, that bottom one. Which is
Careful,
that wire right there.
Joker will bite you.
Yeah, it will.
Hey, do me a favor. Will you
Mhm.
turn that back off real quick? I want to see what it looks like without it. It's just super bright. Yeah. All right, guys, let's check it out. First thing we're gonna do is check and make sure we got some hot voltage coming in this bad boy. So, what'd you say it
This
was?
one right here. It says furnace right there.
Furnace
But
number
I'm not sure if
6.
that's AC too.
Does it have a furnace? Does it have a gas furnace?
We have a gas furnace, yeah.
Okay, well, let's check it out. Right here. I like to take these little,
Yeah.
oh, I've already taken them off, I think. Nope, there we go. Like to take the little caps off so we got a little bit of reach. I need to get right there. I need to get right there, Gary.
Oh, yep.
All right. So it looks like this is a double 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, can't even see what I'm counting. It says right here the furnace is number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna go 2, 4, 6. It's gonna be this last one right here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and test the voltage. This 15 amp circuit down here is number 6, which is the AC circuit. We're gonna go ahead and test it out. Son of a bitch. And you can see we got 118 volts. That's gonna be pretty close enough. It's gonna be 110 to 120. So good. We got voltage here. Let's check somewhere else. All right, the next place we're gonna be checking is right here. This is our high voltage input for the fan motor. Let's go ahead and check this out. I do got a really nice wiring diagram right here, so we should be able to figure this out. Bark, bark, bark. All right, guys, let's see if we got 120 up here, or 110, whatever you want to call it. All right, good news. We got high voltage. Time to start checking something else. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is we're going to go ahead into the controller, aka the thermostat. Let's check it out. What I'm going to attempt to do is bypass the thermostat and try to turn this on. Alright guys, we got the issue. Well, we have part of the issue. We got a blown 3 amp fuse. So before we can go any further, we got to change this out to diagnose what took out the fuse. So I'm going to be leaving here, going to get a new fuse, but we're about to pop in on somebody else. Check this out. Mary, we're twinning today on our shirts. Ew, you can't see mine because I don't take pride in any of my filming, so my camera's in reverse, but you guys can see it. Oh. All right, Gumby, we're going to go ahead and take off, grab a fuse, and we will be back.
I appreciate it.
All right, guys, we were actually supposed to pop up over at our friend Bobby's with Petty Jee River Homestead. However, he is out and about right now. We're going to be touching base back there again in a second. So for now, we had to stop here. Dollar, y'all. You already know. Since we're on our way to do some laundry, we got to get some laundry, so... Over there to the left, I know right where it is. So over here to the left, bust a right, and then it's gonna be down on the left. Oh yeah.
Is those stands?
Huh?
What'd you? I was wondering if they were stands.
If they were what?
Stands.
No, it's not a Stanley Cup, but they do look a lot like the Stanley Cups. Do you know what the Stanley Cups are, Serenity?
Yeah.
What are they? Yep, but they are overpriced. Is
Yeah,
what...
they're almost $100.
Yeah, they are definitely overpriced. All right, my queen. It's gonna be gang. Which one you want to get? Just get the little one right now, or the medium one. Yeah, get the $7 one. All right, guys. Serenity. We'll catch them back in just a second, right?
Okay.
One, two, three, 4 regular washers, the big boy, and 2 of the mediums. Now that that's over, let's grab a bite to eat. Serenity's excited to have some lunch. Los Tacos Reyes, authentic Mexican food. We do like eating here. We've eaten here a lot. I would say probably every other time we come do laundry, we typically do eat here. This place is really, really good. And they've got new decorations. Yep, this is really cool. Welcome. All right, let's go in and get some food. Serenity, why didn't you show me that sign right there that said closed? Well, guys, that was a mess up on my part. Boosted them up and they closed. I did check the sign on the front of the door and their hours of operations. It says that they're open today, but maybe there's an emergency in the family because it is a family business. Let's go find somewhere else to eat. Well, not our first choice. Wouldn't even be my second choice. But that's what we got, so that's what we're gonna get. Let's get some lunch. Whew. Well, after taking a while, we finally got our food. I just got a little burger. Little corn dog. Lyssa got a burger also. Serenity got an all-American, all-beef hot dog. But the clothes are done. Let's go ahead and swap these things out. Doom doom. Well, that's a little disheartening. Top dryer up there, quit spinning. We still got 38 minutes and it's not spinning. Oh, look, Lissa, look, and now it's spinning again. Oh, but look, it's starting to slow down. Wow, look at that. Yeah, we'll leave them a little note. There is a number over here that you can call. Old Jamie has it hooked up right here. You can call anytime, any problem. So we'll be giving them a call, let them know what's happening with their dryer so it doesn't cause any long-term damage to their electrical circuits here. Don't want to damage anything. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and turn this sucker off. There's no way to restart it, but it is off. All right, my queen, I am gonna run up to the hardware store real fast and get it. Yeah, that's ours. And I'm gonna get, that's where I had the phone up there. And I'm gonna get that 3 amp fuse for Gumby so that we can get back to work.
Nice.
I absolutely love coming here. Whenever I get out the car, it's the first thing I see. Go Gators. That's right, go Gators, baby. We're here at the True Value here in Danville. I'm gonna come in here and find out if they got old 3 amp fuse for Gumby's air conditioning unit. And I do believe they have them. It's something kind of typical. Most hardware stores do carry things like this, so let's find out. Hello, I'm looking for small fuses, like car fuses.
What size?
3 amp. How are you guys?
Is it the round ones or is it the plug-in?
It's the plug-in. It's actually for air conditioning unit, but they'll all be in the same area. Let's take a look.
So.
Ah, yeah, that's what we're looking for, these right here, except we need a 3 amp. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a whole pack right there, but no 3s. Those are all bigger. I don't know, guys. Let's go check on where the other ones are.
I might have moved them all up there. I don't know.
That's all right. You know what? Another thing I like coming in here, it sure does smell clean in here. I love. You know what they say? Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Yeah, sure they'd have them down there.
Yeah, they. I'm sure at the auto parts store they do. Well, guys, this is one of the only times I've ever came into this store and been defeated. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
So we're gonna head on over to O'Reilly's, and I'm pretty sure they got one there. On to the next. O'Reilly's Auto Parts. I know they got what we need for us in here. This place ain't never let me down. They always got what we need going on here. We'll just stand in line. Whew, sure feels good in here. I know riding around in that vibe, but no air conditioning sure puts a whooping on me. All right, guys, here we go. Fuses, number 5. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Wire connections. Here we go, here we go. Oh, 3 amp auto fuse. This is what we need right here. Only $5.29. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Get these fuses, get back, grab Lissa and Serenity from the laundromat, get back over here, fix Gumby's air conditioning, and then we're gonna go over to Bobby's, Petty Jee River Homestead, check out his air conditioning. Let's get back to work. Guess what, guys? We made it over here to our friend Bobby with Petty Jee River Homestead. Say what's going on, Bobby? So I pulled up and he says, man, the house is cooling down. Bobby is smart enough to be able to look things up on YouTube and take pictures of things so he knows where things go back. And I gotta say, pretty impressive to hook a capacitor up. And the reason I say that is because if you hook that capacitor to the wrong wire to the wrong top, you can blow your compressor, you can blow your fan or blow them both. So the system has been running, you said, for about an hour?
Yeah, maybe hour and a half.
Hour and a half. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna check out the amp draw on the fan motor, the amp draw on the compressor, check out the coils a little bit, see what it's looking like. I might be a little low in refrigerant, but let's go check everything else out. All right, guys, so the system we're walking up on today, this is going to be a Rheem. I'm pretty familiar with the Rheem system. We'll be able to get in here and look at it and everything like that. It is an older unit. We're looking at a 2011, but the good news is that it's 410A. Do you know what that means?
No.
410A means it is the newer refrigerant. It's not R22, so if you do need some refrigerant, it won't cost you an arm and a leg, maybe half a hand. All right, guys, let's go ahead and pull this lid off and get to looking at it. All right, guys, so we got the cover pulled off, and as soon as I banged on the unit to pull the cover off, our other capacitor must have rubbed up against on the contactor down here, and we popped a breaker. So not necessarily a bad thing right now. But here's my question. Why do we got 3 capacitors in here? I know this to be the answer. And I know this is the answer because I've been doing this for over 10 years. Eventually, at some point, we had a capacitor go out. And instead of someone coming out and putting the correct capacitor in it, they just found that, let's say, half the capacitor was dead, such as this one. So instead of replacing it with the new dual capacitor, they just swapped out the old one for just the fan. So we're gonna figure out where these wires go to, what they got rigged up right here, and get them squared away. All right, guys, so what I found right here, this is an older capacitor, 7.5 microfarad capacitor, and that was probably for the old fan motor. We found this other capacitor right here. This is a 5 microfarad capacitor, and they actually had these two guys hooked together. So I'm gonna go ahead and unhook all this stuff up, get it done right. All right, so we found out exactly what was happening. The one you pulled off out of here was one of these, right? Mm-hmm. And it was only connected to the 2, right? It was connected to the Herm and to the common. Yep. All right, so the Herm is gonna be the compressor. All right, and they had one capacitor just working the compressor. They had the other capacitor just running the fan. All right, so that's exactly what happened. They came out at some point, replaced a capacitor for the fan, and it's cheaper to put one of these smaller capacitors in instead of getting a big capacitor. Because do you know how much it is for one of these 45.5s if an AC company comes out? It's going to be $100 for the service call and $200 for this. So it's $300 to put that in.
Really?
Yes, sir. You saved yourself a good $1.
That was 15 bucks.
Yeah, 15 bucks for a capacitor. So what we got going on, guys, is this semi-hermetic compressor right here is the same pretty much for all air conditioning units. They got a common, they got a hermetic, and they got a start wire. So if we follow it back, we can find this purple wire is going to our compressor. That's gonna go to the hermetic side. Hermetic for hermetic compressor, all right? We got this orange wire right here coming off the bottom of the contactor, all right? We know this is gonna be for the common. This is going to the C right here. All right, our other orange wire right here, this is coming from the fan. We know that is also going to go to the common side. And our last wire is this brown wire right here, and this is going to go to the fan, and that's going to go clearly marked fan. So you ready to get it hooked up?
Yep.
Let's get it going, guys. We're going to try to see if we can't get this to drop back in. Let's pull this up a little bit. See if we can't drop this bad boy in here. Yeah, like a glove. All right, we're gonna push that back in here. Now that wire is also a common wire, and that's coming from the inside of the thermostat. This yellow wire here is coming from the other end of the thermostat, causing it to turn cool on. So we're gonna, first thing we're gonna do is take this off. All right, we're gonna try to put this guy back in here without bumping that. I'm trying not to bump that.
Why is there power there?
Because that's coming from the thermostat.
Oh.
All we did was kill high voltage right over there. We killed the high voltage to over here. Yeah. And that's why we can press this and nothing's coming on. All right, so we're gonna drop this in, hook up our common. Bada bing. All right, we're gonna take our purple to the herm. Bada boom. We're gonna swivel this other orange under here. Yeah. We're also gonna go to common. All right, and we're gonna take our brown. We're gonna go to fan. We're gonna hook this guy back to the contactor. Okay.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Okay. We can take these. You can. This one, we're gonna check. I believe this one is gonna be good. We're gonna check this one with the meter. That one is for sure garbage. Let's go ahead and we will pick up all this stuff here. I'll just set it right here for now. All right, let's check out our. Oh yeah, I'm glad I didn't step on that guy in there. Nice little wasp.
Oh,
So your coil is definitely dirty. I mean, it's not, you know, super caked, you know, but we can hit this guy. It's dirty. You know, you see the dust coming off that thing.
yeah.
All right, so be careful. That will cut the tar out of you.
Oh, I know.
It's all right. It's just a little fin. It's all right. The fins just allow the air to pass through. They're actually meaningless. You could have no fins and it would work. There's actually little tubes of copper that run through here.
Yeah.
And that's where the magic happens. But let's go ahead and test this capacitor right here just to make sure this one is still good.
Let me go get my checker.
No, I got a meter right here, bud.
It checks capacitor?
Yeah, I got a back meter. I'm the man. All right, guys, we're gonna use our meter. Set it to the microfarad setting. And we're looking for. It says it's good plus or minus 5%. 10% of 5 is 0.5, so 5% of that would be 0.25. But we're going to look for at least 4.5 right here. So we're going to look for a 4.5. We're measuring it. 4.9. Okay, so good news. You got a 5 microfarad capacitor. If for whatever reason this capacitor goes out and just the fan side goes out, we can use that capacitor to swap it out. All right, so that's still good. We're going to keep this wire. All right, and now we're going to put the cover back on after I turn the power on. We're going to turn the power on. We're going to check amp draw to the compressor, and we're going to check amp draw to the fan. Woo, there we go. That's what I like. Time to check amps. All right, so we're gonna go red and yellow right here. I mean, red and black right here. All right, so on the compressor, we're running at about 11 amps. Let's check the other winding. About 11.6. They're both running about the same. We're gonna check the fan. And the fan wire is gonna be this other smaller black one. We'll check it under here. Is that the right one? Yep. All right, so we got 1.3 amps there. Let's go ahead and refer back to our panel over here, and it's gonna give us our amp draw. Yeah, all right, our amp draw for the compressor says we can run at 17.9 compressor amps. We're running a little bit lower than that. And for our fan, la 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 la. Where are we at? Here we go. And for our outdoor fan motor, we're running at 1.2 amps. So the fan motor is looking absolutely great. The only problem I'm having here is that the suction line's not getting very cold. This line right here ought to be sweating.
Oh, really?
This thing ought to be sweating. I'm talking about it ought to be just dripping. This is not cold enough. We're having an issue right here.
I kind of figured it didn't work as well as it did 4 years ago.
Yeah. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go inside real quick, check the air handler. I want to check the filter, a couple other things, and we may be coming back with some gauges and check the pressure right here. All right, guys. We're gonna be checking the air handler unit right now. The first thing I want to do is check this filter. And we're not gonna judge you off your filter because almost every single one of your guys' filters are dirty, including mine. Almost everybody's filter is dirty. Here's a reminder right now. Change your HVAC filter.
That one was new in
Yeah.
January. I just checked it when I figured out.
Oh, did you?
Okay.
Yeah, I left all my tools at home, man. I came in such a rush. Oh, I got it. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. This isn't too bad. This ain't too bad at all. This is what I was wanting to know. What's this coil look like? Oh, another filter. All right, guys, here's a chance for you to learn something else new. You don't want 2 filters on your unit. If you're filtering at the unit itself, we only need 1. Now, if there's no filter at the unit and you have other filters throughout the house with a mini return duct system, then you can filter at different return ducts. However, we got 1 filter here, 1 return. This is our only return pulling all the air through. So we're gonna filter at 1 spot. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
All right.
These are for those big fans on the chicken house.
Oh, yeah. Yep. All right, guys, so what we're looking at here is your typical gas furnace, and your blower motor housing is going to be at the bottom of the gas furnace. And we went ahead and checked the capacitor inside. It is a 7.5 microfarad capacitor, reading 7.9. We're a little high. So I went ahead and told Bobby to get him a new one. We went ahead and took out this washable filter because, let's be honest, washable filters are crappy. They're absolutely crappy. They're the worst and cheapest filter you can get. That filter you got at the bottom, that's called a pleated filter. Pleated filters are the best. That's the way to go. We're going to go ahead and get everything put back together here. I would bet a $100 bill that he's a little low on refrigerant, which means there's a small leak somewhere in the system. So what I am going to do is recommend to Mr. Bobby is have me come back out and we will throw the gauges on. I'll get my temperature probe to check our split across our evaporator coil. We're going to be looking for an 18 to 21 degrees temperature split across the coil is what we're going to be looking for. Anyways, long story short, there's nothing else we can do here. He's done a good job to getting everything back and running for now. We'll be back to check the refrigerant. We'll see you later, Bobby.
Bye.
On to Junk to Gems. You got to hold the phone side to side. And you can't hold the phone while you're on the four-wheeler because you're going to fall off. All right, guys, let's go in here and see if this works. All right, we plugged the fuse back in. Let's see what happens. We got action. We just got an AC. We just got some AC. We just got some AC. Wonder if it's cold. I know we got to put it all back together. Something's working out here.
Yes, I see.
Something's working.
I heard it. I heard it come on. Oh.
Dang.
Yes, that is so awesome.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and put everything back together and see if it's cooling down. All right, guys, we got the AC back running here in the camper. Let's go ahead and get all this hooked back up. I told you, Gumby, it's not the thermostat. Hey. However, I do want to say this. Dana, Bitty Boo Homestead, this makes me feel a lot more comfortable coming out to Oklahoma and checking on your camper AC. I'll tell you this much, I won't forget my drill next time. Well, I fixed it.
Is it working?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Putting it back together.
Sweet.
So I mean, that lightning strike could have just surged, and it's called a brownout.
Right?
When low voltage strikes, it's called a brownout.
Okay.
Thermostat is fine. It's working fine. Everything else is working fine. I tried it on high fan, on low fan. Everything's working.
Okay. So as soon as you're done with that little screwdriver, I need that little screwdriver. Is that it? One more?
Oh, I'd rather not put that one back in. To
Let's
be
not
honest.
put that one back in.
It's just because it's in the front, it's in the face, and you don't need none of this. This is just
Right.
to keep your fingers from going. Ah!
Now those screws are around here somewhere.
What screws this?
Yeah, for all that. But that really don't even need that either. As long as it's working.
It ain't gonna shake, rattle, and roll.
Yep.
Make sure our buttons are coming through. I didn't pull that out.
It's alright. I ain't worried about it.
All right, let's flip our breaker back on. On.
I got it right here.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and test it out. Listen, don't mind anything you heard on the last clip.
So it's crazy, y'all, because if this is the whole time it was just a fuse, and we've been suffering for the last 3 or 4 weeks now, and over a $2 fuse or probably $1 fuse.
Yeah, even cheaper than that. I got a pack of like 5 or 6 of them for $5.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's check it out. We're gonna leave the fan on auto. Make sure it's on high. Just turn the temperature down to, I don't know, whatever, 70 degrees. We'll leave it there. Let's try it. Oh!
All right.
It's probably gonna take it a minute for the compressor to come on. Yep.
Like it would blow out of these vents.
So the only way it'll blow out of these is if you find your cover for this and get the cover on and close this chute. If you tape this up, if you tape up this hole or put a piece of cardboard up in that hole and tape it off, it'll blow through those vents.
Really?
Yes.
It'd probably be a lot quieter.
Yeah, way quieter.
Okay.
All right, brother. Well, a fuse it was.
All that for a fuse.
Yep.
Can't believe it, man.
But you know what? You're not a certified air conditioning technician to
Right.
know what makes you look at that fuse, and that you probably didn't even remember there was a fuse up there.
I did. I actually forgot there was a fuse up in there. Otherwise, I would have tried that first before I even had you come over here.
Right?
I learned something about this, and now I can, I ain't got to worry about calling Mike and going, come on, please, brother.
We'll get her fixed. We'll get her fixed. I tell you what, that's 2 air conditioning units that I've looked at today, and they're both able to be rectified.
Hey.
So we got a lot of accomplished today. We looked at your unit, went and did some laundry, looked at Bobby with Petty Jee Rivers Homestead's unit.
There we go.
We went and got gas, hit the dollar store, came back here, got your stuff running. And
We're
then
rocking.
tomorrow, we're actually going to be going to the movies, and we're taking Serenity and Addie, and we're also meeting the SLR, and we're all going to the movies in Fort Smith to see the new Inside Out 2 from Disney.
Oh, cool.
They'll see this video way after we see the movie, so no worries. But we're going to go ahead and hop off of here, get back to the house, and wrap this video up. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Thanks, guys.
We'll catch y'all at the house. See ya.
One more time before it's over. The
dusted out. Trying to make it home, but got dusted out.
From no one knows anymore. What's it for?